You ever feel like the childlike wonder of opening packs full of random cards and sticking your favorites into a deck has been sucked out of the game? Decks today are all about optimizing hand trap ratios and playing the most optimal strategies possible, but where's the fun in that? In this series, we're trying to get to the highest rank in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, Master 1, by only opening Master Packs after every single win. But since we have already reached Diamond, we have entered Master Mode. Now we take 2 Master Packs after every single win. Credit to Cimo and Hausman for inventing. Playing Master Duel Masochist makes me feel like I'm playing a totally new game. But do you know what else can make you feel like you're playing a totally new game?
Are you ready to take your Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel play experience to a new level? The Untapped GG Companion is here for you. Use the deck tracker to know exactly what cards you have in your deck, and to go over any cards you aren't familiar with yet by hovering over them. It instantly updates when you draw a card, and automatically hides if you check your extra deck or graveyard. This is the perfect tool to help you master a new deck. The Untapped GG Companion also lets you import decks directly into the game in seconds. Copy any YDK or YDKE deck string, create a new deck in-game, click the Start Auto Import button, and let us take the wheel. Once the duel is over, check your win rate on your personal stats page. Brag among your friends and share your decks so they can import them into the game too. Start your path to master today by downloading the Untapped GG Companion at ygom.untapped.gg.
Alright guys, welcome back for another episode of the show. Thank you for all the music recommendations. You guys gave me a ton, so the soundtrack should be different this time around. This is the Counter Fairy deck. I changed it up according to a lot of your recommendations. A lot of you honestly wanted a lot of different things, so I just kind of went with a happy medium. But I cut the big monsters. I always wanted to cut the big monsters, as I said before. I just wanted to give them a try because I thought they had pretty cool payoffs. They were always just kind of bricky monsters. We added Time Tearing Morganite wherever that is. We cut the 2 bricky monsters. We took out the Herald of Orange Light. We took out a bunch of stuff last time. We added back Valhalla and Hecatrix because this is pretty much double summon, and this is pretty much a card that enables double summon. The only issue with this is if you don't draw any fairies and you let's say you open this and one other fairy, sometimes it can be a little awkward, but I mean, it is what it is. So we got these two. The other kind of core issue with this deck is we legitimately do not have a lot of really good counter traps. That's one of our really big problems. So if we click on counter traps here, we do have some good counter traps. We're already playing 2 of this. I was just about to throw another one in there. We already have 3 of this in the deck. I can't put any more in there. This requires a Light Sworn. A lot of these cards, this actually wouldn't be too bad with the... This wouldn't be bad with the agents, with the Venus. Actually, now that I think about it, if I summon the Venus monsters and I just set this, it wouldn't actually be horrific. But then again, if I don't open the Agent of Venus, then this card's just kind of worthless in other ways. Again, a lot of the generic ones we have, Trap Jammer is not going to come up unless we play some really goofiness. Red Reboot, it's a lot of decks don't even play trap cards other than Imperm, so that's a problem. I was considering, oh yeah, I did put this in. I tried pulling the rug because it is good against cards like Aluber and stuff. As you can see, our counter traps are extremely limited. I will give this deck a little bit more of a try because we were having fun with it. Also, on another side note, there's another deck that I updated, which is our Tenyi deck. This deck has actually had some incredible changes. So number 1, we pulled our 3rd copy of Psy Reflector, which we haven't played this deck in a long time. We pulled 3 copies of this. This is actually a huge deal because now it's even more consistent. On top of that, we pulled more hand traps than last time. We have Bestial Magnum, but we also have the other Bestial. So we can click related cards, click on this related cards, and we'll find the other Bestial, which is Druisworm, which we also, not Druisworm, Baldrake, that we also pulled. In addition to that, in the extra deck, we pulled the Instant Contact, which is a free level 4. That's important. And also, we also pulled another copy of Incredible Ecclesia. And on top of that, we actually also pulled a Monk of the Tenyi, a second Monk of the Tenyi. So this deck is actually in a lot of ways a lot better. Obviously, we are missing stuff like the Moyis and, additional Moyis and Tayas and stuff like that. With time, we hopefully will pull that stuff, but this deck is definitely a lot better. If the Counter Fairy deck starts kind of sliding today, we might switch to this deck, because this deck is also very fun to play. The problem with this deck is it does have a few competing normal summons. It's got the Psy Reflector, and it's got a Moyi, for example, or Incredible Ecclesia. So sometimes we open a hand with this and this, and it's just we have a dead card, or also there are natural bricks in this deck, like Eternal Galaxy and this Assault Beast, and then our biggest brick, which we absolutely do not want to draw, is the Assault Mode. The Assault Mode Activate is... Actually, no, not Assault Mode Activate. You don't mind drawing this, but you really don't want to draw the Assault Beast. Because if you draw this, you just... you really can't... Actually, no. It's fine drawing this card. The card you really don't want to draw is the Assault Mode Activate. Because if you can't activate Assault Beast, then you can't get to put this... You can't put this into the graveyard if you can't activate it. So this is the card that we absolutely don't want to draw. So there are kind of some bricks in this deck. Only because... we have different parts of different decks, but not like any complete aspect of any of these decks. Okay, we just, I believe, lost a coin flip, but our opponent made us go first. We'll see what we can do here. This hand's actually pretty decent. I hope they have Mulch Armies, Maxis. I hope they have every hand trap in the book, because none of that matters. Look at this hand. No hand trap actually matters. We're going to summon Bountiful Artemis here. I don't know why I summoned it in that zone. That was an accident. It was a misclick, but that's fine. We're going to activate the Moonamir Shield. We're going to clip that onto there. Mistake. Solemn Scolding. Put Chaining on. And we're going to go straight to the end phase here. And this honestly isn't too bad. We did adjust this deck. Draw phase. I think immediately we're going to hit off the Mistake. The reason we want to hit off Mistake as soon as humanly possible is because this can only be activated if it's the only set card. So we're going to go ahead and activate Mistake as soon as possible. And wait for our opponent to do something here, I guess. Like I said, not a bad hand. As long as we can basically protect what's on the field, we probably will win. They have a Sky Striker mate, so they're not playing Sky Strikers. They're playing something funny here. I have no idea what they're playing. They were one win away from ranking up. I have no idea what they're playing. Our hand is really good. It probably beats like so many decks. Like it actually does. I hope this isn't a bot and we just waste an amazing hand on a bot. I hope they actually did brick. Because this is a really good hand. Like this would have beaten Fiendsmith. Like realistically, this would have been beaten Tempai. This would have beaten all of those decks where they draw a Maxi against us and we lose. This would have beaten all of those things. This is a really, really, really strong hand. This gets us draws when we activate this. This stops everybody from searching. And Moon Mirror Shield is Moon Mirror Shield. I mean, it goes without saying. Okay, they're going to set the repass at end phase. I really hope it's not a bot. Because we always draw the most insane hands against bots. And it's actually kind of frustrating. We get Broken Line. That's pretty decent, I guess. Again, I don't know what they're playing, but that's pretty decent. We'll go straight to the battle phase since they weren't able to summon anything. Alright, that's 16 straight to the face. I don't even want to set this because I want to save the Solemn Scolding. Again, this is not like an ideal counter trap. This is a very good going second counter trap. So if I was playing like a real counter fairy deck, I would probably side deck this in going second. It would be really, really good going second. But this is Master Duel. There's no side deck. There isn't. You don't get to choose anything. So, but going second, if I was actually playing counter fairies, this is an extremely good card. But going first, this card can be a little bit awkward because you can't guarantee where to set things. Also, I keep kind of playing into this habit where I put things in the middle. I really shouldn't put this here. I should play around the fact that I do have a broken line in the deck, so I have to be a little bit more mindful of that. Hey, our opponent's doing pretty much nothing. It's either they can't do anything, or we are. Yeah, it's either they physically cannot do anything because we're preventing them from searching and playing and committing, or they just aren't doing anything because they're playing a bot deck. Like I don't know which one it. Yeah, they're gonna activate the same copy of the same field spell. I almost want to pay half my life points just to draw another monster here, but I mean that would just be dumb. Because obviously we basically have two Solemn Judgments here. I mean, this really is crazy because we actually have like the most sick hand ever. I swear to you, it probably would have beaten pretty much any deck in the history of the game. And we just play against either a bot or someone not very smart. Like I don't know which one it is. Either someone who bricked or a bot. Okay, they finally normal summon something. They're going to normal summon a Gene Warped Werewolf, which I'm fine with. That doesn't do anything. Basically, because this is going to gain attack no matter what. This card is not good, but not bad. I mean, it's not like the worst card I've ever read. We probably have it. I don't think we should play it in any of our decks. It's only 300 attack. Like, stuff like this is just better, but it's not the worst card ever. Yeah, their attack, this has to be a bot. This absolutely must be a bot. There's almost like no shadow of a doubt that this is a bot. They're attacking into that. Again, I kind of considered activating Solemn Judgment just to draw an extra card. But this, we just having a lot of trouble drawing a monster here. Horn of Heaven. If we had drawn a monster, we probably would have won, but we are not drawing a monster right now. And that's part of why Hecatrice maybe is not the best card ever. Maybe, actually, now that I think about it, see, I'm going to negate this. I'm definitely going to negate. He's going to activate this. I don't really have to negate this, but I will negate this only because I want to draw a card and hopefully get to more monsters. Because right now he's kind of trapped on it, on stuff. So we'll just activate this to get a free draw immediately after. Negate that, destroy it. Yep, another Solemn Scolding. And at least our attack gets to go through. I don't know what else they possibly have here. I'm going to activate Call the Haunted. Royal Rare. I mean, sure, I guess. Sure. I mean, you know what? No, I will activate this. And the reason I'll activate this is because I have another one right here. Oh, never mind. I can't use the second one. Well, at least I get the draw again. At least I get the draw again. Yep. We get another broken line. And now we get to finally get that attack through. Main phase 2. I guess we'll just set this. And the crazy thing is if they have a Raigeki and a normal summon, we lose this duel. But it is what it is. So I guess we just set that and just pass. We're having trouble drawing monsters right now. Valhalla, again, like I put it in, I took it out. I might actually take it out afterwards. I mean, after all, I might play, instead of Valhalla, I think what would be decent actually is a Fiendish Chain. I think Fiendish Chain might replace Valhalla and Hecatrice. That way, we still keep the monster count low. The monster count low. We keep the monster count low. We keep the Spawn Trap card, like, quantity high. Damn, this is late to the party. We could have used you like 15 turns ago, buddy. So we'll summon that out. We'll go straight to the battle phase, and I guess we just wrap it up here. Not much else to do. Yep, we just it's not bad. We simple, clean win again. It kind of sucks. We were playing against the bot and not a real opponent because that hand was really actually very good. Okay, we rank up. Look at that. We're at gold 3. Not a huge accomplishment, but I'll take it. Okay, let's open up a master pack. Hopefully we get something good. We have tons of goals now. We have so many different cards that we need for so many different archetypes. Marincess, Tenyi, generic rank 4. This is a free summon, I guess. Silent Swordsman, can't use that. DDD, Dark Summoning Beast. I'll take another copy. This is amazing. This is actually amazing for so many different decks. This is like every one of our decks, a lot of our decks, not every one of our decks, but a lot of our decks, including the one I'm playing right now, basically can run a Necro Valley, and this searches Necro Valley. This is an amazing pull. This is what I'm talking about. When I say there are rares in this game that are better than ultra rares, this is like pretty much what I mean. And then we've got a super here, Artifact Lancia. We are so prepared for Malice. Like, we really are prepared for Malice. So now we have Artifact Lancia. We have the other girl, the one that you can discard special summon and your opponent can't banish. We have that girl. I forget her name. Chaos Hunter, I think. And then on top of that, we have 2 copies of Phantasme. We are absolutely ready for Malice whenever the hell it comes out. So that is another... Look at these 3 good pulls. Actually 4. Garbage Lord is a straight up free summon. It's just, you pay 2,000 life points, you special summon it. I don't know what deck we need it in, but it's a good summon. It's a free summon. Like, it's completely free. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 really good cards in one pack. And you can make the argument that this is also a really good card. I just don't have enough Vanquish Soul cards, but this is a good card. Okay, so to adjust this deck a little bit, I actually probably will get rid of this Valhalla now that I think about it. I'll probably get rid of this. I know I'm like putting it in, taking it out. I'll put in the Commandant, and we'll put in the Necro Valley. Because now thinking about it, because we really don't like add back anything in this deck at all. Like maybe with this, you can put back 3... Like, okay, you could do that. Like, Moon Mirror Shield, okay, maybe that. Like, other than those two, do we actually recur anything in this deck whatsoever? I don't, not really. Like, not really. You mostly just play that stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. Also, these are, I guess, since we're here, all of the Gravekeepers we have. We're still missing a lot of stuff. We have Necro Valley. We have Commandant, which we finally pulled. And then we're missing a lot of the good ones, like Recruiter. We're missing... this is not really a good one in Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! But I could see myself using it in this challenge. We have one of this. We don't have the girl, do we? Why is she not here? That's weird. I don't even know why she's not here. I guess she doesn't have... Does she not have Necro Valley in her text? The fusion one? Alright, but we have this. We're missing the double normal summon. We're missing the stopping you from special summoning. Stopping your opponent from special summoning. Yeah, let me... Why is she not here? Okay, here's all of them. I don't know why she didn't pop up. Because I could have sworn she mentions Necro Valley. Nope, I guess she doesn't. Yeah, right here. If Necro Valley is on the field. Whatever. But we're missing her. No, we have one copy of her. We have 3 Chiefs. Chief's the GOAT. He's like the old GOAT. Unfortunately, he's kind of power crept now. A lot of the boss monsters are like, this guy isn't ultra rare. Like, there's not even a reason to use him. He's just like so underpowered. But yeah, we're missing still a lot of important stuff for this deck. Okay, so we just won the coin flip. Our opponent just... I mean, we lost the coin flip. Our opponent just sat there and went to end phase. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. The question is, what the hell do we do in regards to... I guess we go with this. Yeah, I guess we go with this. We'll normal summon the Condemned Witch. We'll activate the search. Our opponent just passed. They didn't do anything. The problem is Solemn Scolding kind of conflicts with a variety of things here. I guess we go battle phase. Yeah, I guess we go battle phase. We just attack directly. Main phase 2. I think we want to pendulum scale this. We'll activate Necro Valley. We don't want to use Moon Mirror Shield. We'll follow up with Moon Mirror Shield. We'll go Solemn Scolding. We don't want to set anything else. We'll leave all of these in hand, and then next turn we will make shit happen. But right now we don't want to do anything. So we'll put Chaining on, and depending on what our opponent's playing, we could really wrap this up actually, because Necro Valley is really good against a lot of decks. Again, I don't know what they're playing. They just went straight to the end phase. So I don't know if they bricked. I don't know what happened. Maybe they're playing Blue Eyes and they bricked. If they're playing Blue Eyes, the play we make next is going to really determine everything. Because the Light Barrier statue does suck against Blue Eyes, which is really bad for us because we are, I don't want to say in a Blue Eyes meta, but Blue Eyes is definitely, let's say like a top 5 deck, top 10 deck maybe. We're definitely very overrepresented because a lot of people very much like the deck. Okay, they're going to go to the end of main phase. I'm going to go ahead. This is actually really corny. My opponent's just not doing anything, which is actually kind of frustrating because it is kind of frustrating. I'm trying to actually play, and they keep like not doing anything. Yeah, they're going to go to the end phase twice. Pulling the rug. Yeah, like my opponent just doesn't do anything. I want to play, but they don't want to. Technically, our deck prevents them from playing, but like I want to play, but they just keep preventing. They just keep not doing anything. They just go to end phase. Again, our situation here is pretty good. We have Guiding Ariadne, which means we don't pay any life points for this, or discard for counter traps. Necro Valley, which is pretty good. Assuming they're playing, if they are playing Blue Eyes, it's pretty good. This is a negate, so even if they summon something huge, it doesn't really matter. Right now, actually, even if they summon something big, it doesn't actually matter. The only thing that stops us right now is if they activate like Harpies, but then we have Solemn Scolding for that. Damn it, and they're going to go to the end phase again. They are playing Blue Eyes. They have Mausoleum. They're just not doing anything. Or a Paragon. I mean, at this point, we might as well summon it. Usually I wouldn't, but I might as well summon it, being that this guy's just like not doing anything. Also, Aura Paragon's really good because even if they do normal summon, I can negate the normal summon, and then if I negate the normal summon, they technically never normal summon, so I don't know what their hand could be. Like, I don't know what their hand could be, because what what could it be? Like, what could their hand be where they're just not playing anything? I mean, to be fair, they could have drawn a lot of hand traps. We don't have anything here that could have been hand trapped whatsoever. None of our cards are hand trappable. Except for, I mean, I guess you could argue this could have been ashed. This could have been callbined. But even then, I had Solemn Scolding by the time that would have been relevant. Yeah, we drew pretty well the last two duels, but we just didn't. This duel and last, but our opponents have just been this. Alright, there's going to end phase again. They have a Nibiru. I mean, I guess if they have just a bunch of hand traps, that explains the situation here. If I normal summon this, I lose. Which means I don't want to normal summon. I'm going to go ahead and enter battle phase, main phase 2. I'll just set it. So we'll attack with these guys. Again, we're pretty much like kind of wrapped up here. Yeah, pretty much we have the cherry on top. Like we pretty much have wrapped this duel up. Necro Valley against Blue Eyes, Solemn Scolding. If on the normal, like I pretty much, this duel is pretty much won. I don't know what they could possibly open. They'd have to open a combination of like a normal summon plus, yeah, like a normal summon plus the Harpy's Feathers. Then we actually probably will lose this duel. But I mean, I guess it is what it is. If they open it, they open it. Okay, this guy's going to end phase yet again. Discard a Bestial Magnum. Obviously, you can't summon that right now. This guy went through 3 turns. 3 turns of back and forth. Just to scoop. Just to basically scoop. Just to do nothing. This card's pretty good, too, because it buffs our monsters, which is nice. I wish I drew that earlier. We would have already won, but oh well, it doesn't matter. We get to... Again, a pretty easy... I didn't do anything. We kind of had 2 back-to-back idiotic wins, but I'll take it, I guess. Alright, Master Packs. So let's see what we get here. Last pack was really good. That was we have like these moments. Like we'll have like some really good polls for an episode, and then we'll have like shitty polls for like 4, and then we'll have really good polls, and then we'll have shitty ones. So we'll see how this goes. We've got Double Cyclone, kind of minus. What does Switch Point do? I guess this could be decent in our going second trap deck, but that's a little too specific. Merciful Angel and Dion, which is not a bad card actually if we have mask change and stuff like that. It's not a terrible card. Okay, so our opponent won the coin flip. They chose to go first. They are playing Ice Barriers. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best. Ice Barrier is a tough deck to play against sometimes, especially going second, but I guess we will see, especially since we didn't really open any. I mean, we don't really play any hand traps, but we didn't open any hand traps. This is a very committal going first deck. There's probably some stuff that we can cut back on and make it a little better. Going second, I mean, what would I really play? Ash Blossom, maybe some Bestials, maybe, but Bestials wouldn't have made a difference against Ice Barriers anyway. I played against this deck so many times, and it's like it always seems to do the same thing. They go into Coral Dragon, and then they go into the level 10, and then they pass. Sometimes they'll get like one more monster out of it. Like this, like they're going to summon a Dragite. It's not the end of the world. We have a Broken Line in circulation, which is pretty good. This is it. Yeah, they didn't even get the, what's it called? They didn't even get what's his name out. We get 2 the Parshath card. Yeah, they didn't even summon the Lancia, dude. We'll activate this first. Hopefully they don't negate it. We'll see if they do. If they negate it, they negate it. It's whatever. But we'll activate this first. Just because it'll give us some protection for spell trap cards and stuff like that. I have 2 Sanctums of the Parshaths. So we shall see what happens there. The question is, what the hell do we even summon off this Condemned Witch that makes a difference? They're going to negate this card. I don't know why they're negating this one, but alright, whatever. I'm going to negate this one. Maybe I should have activated this first, since I had 2 of them, but I just don't expect people to really negate that card right there. We'll summon this out. Search immediately. And and add forbidden droplets. There's not much I can do in the ways of Droll. I mean, I was going to add again anyway. That's fine. That's fine. I guess we activate another Sanctum of Parshath. This is, it stacks, I guess that'll give us some more attack, which is nice. So now every fairy monster gets a pretty nice buff. So we'll just set this. Set the broken line here. And I guess we just pass. So if they try to drag or risen, we do have the negate for that. We do have the ability to pop. We'll just wait till he commits some kind of a normal summon, and then we'll use Condemn the Witch. Okay, they're going to activate this to special summon from Graveyard. Honestly, I kind of want to use... I do want to use this for sure. Yeah, I want to use this for sure. They're going to activate... No way, Impulse. Oof, not much I could do there. Not much I could do about that. That's a card we could... Honestly, both of these cards we could stand to pull. Impulse and the other one. We could definitely stand to pull both of them. Both Impulse and Purge. They'd be good in different decks. They're both good cards. I guess from here we're kind of cooked, if I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, I could have negated this, but... And I should have negated this, but honestly, I think we're cooked either way. Because there's not much that I can do here. I mean, I guess I could negate this. He's a tuner, he's a tuner. This is not a tuner. This is a level 4, this is a level 6. They can go into the level 10 here. I could activate this to negate this, to trigger this, which I can use Broken Line to pop this. But again, they still get to the level 10. They still have 3 monsters on board afterwards. Like, I'm kind of... Alright, I'll just try. We'll activate the Forbidden Droplets. We'll purposely send this to the graveyard so that he negates with the Risen. So we'll confirm. We'll do that, like I said, on purpose. Because I want him to try to negate with this. Perfect, that's what I want. And then I will activate the Broken Line to destroy this monster and negate it. He can't respond with anything but a counter trap. So that'll get negated and destroyed. And then... Yep, that won't go through. Forbidden Droplets will negate this, cut the attack in half. And again, like I said, he gets, from this point forward, he gets to the level 10. Very, very easily. I mean, he's got levels appropriately placed on board. Now, this guy kind of underperformed relative to other Ice Barrier players. Because he summoned, what's his name? He summoned Dragite for some reason, rather than going into the level 10. But it is what it is. Okay, they're gonna, yep, make, oh, I didn't expect that actually. Honestly, I did not expect this monster to be coming out. This is a monster that's not easy to out. They're gonna banish that, which will eventually trigger this. Add that back to hand. Yep, card was banished. They get to trigger this, so they can banish our Sanctuary and something in the graveyard. Not that we were gonna use them anyway. This guy, like, funny enough, he, like, refuses to use his own archetype. He just, like, refuses. He's like, I'm not using these guys. I could summon the Lancia Dragon, but I'm not going to. Is this prevented from attacking for some reason? I don't even know. We draw a Moon Mirror Shield. That is not actually bad. This is only protects from card effect. That's incredible, actually, because that is actually not even bad. We'll activate this effect. Search. Add Forbidden Droplets. Why not? That really isn't even a bad draw, honestly. I don't know what our opponent has here. But I will go ahead and Moon Mirror Shield. Again, I don't want to. I have a 0 attack monster. Moon Mirror Shield here is definitely not even like the best play ever, but I'll do it. I guess we get rid of him just because this could trigger things we don't want him to trigger. So we'll attack right here. Because if we banish anything or they banish anything, he could just banish our monsters, so that's a little bit dangerous. And this guy has very kind of alternative routes to what's going on here. So then we will just set the forbidden droplets right here, and we'll just pass with what we have here. Unfortunately, I can't really tag out into, I mean, I can tag out into Aura Paragon, but I would like, what is that actually going to accomplish here? Or I could tag out into the Light Barrier statue, but we're kind of low on resources, so that doesn't really accomplish anything. I guess it's on him to try to like figure out a way to out this, which I'm sure he'll do fairly easily. Waterlock himself, summon back a monster. Yeah, this guy's like hilarious. He like absolutely refuses to, you know what? And this kind of, again, we're so low on resources, like summoning Aura Paragon. This falls off, gets destroyed. This is still live, but it's technically not live because I'd have to send the monster that I have. I have to just sit on this Condemned Witch and hope it's enough. That's pretty much my only play here. I really don't have any other play. Because summoning a barrier statue or a Paragon just doesn't really matter. I also can't activate Forbidden Droplets because if I send this to the graveyard, this falls off. If I send this to the graveyard, this is pointless. Like, there's nothing. It's kind of a weird combination of things here. I actually think I might have the solution here. It might involve, yeah, because as of right now, this is not looking good. So I think what we do is, I should have negated the other effect, but we're going to Forbidden Droplets, send this, decide. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll try something, because right now, I don't think that's going to be enough. The Moon Mirror Shield. And also, Chain Link 2, we're going to do this to put a Light Barrier statue onto the field. Or we could put the Aura Paragon. Actually, I may have fucked up there. I guess we'll put the Aura Paragon here. Forbidden Droplets on this right here. So he'll be able to send, but nobody can special summon. Now this will trigger to put the card back on top of our deck. Oh man, this thing's gonna add. Now you can add a normal summon just to pop our monster. I wish you should have summoned that light. Damn it! I should have just did the Light Barrier statue. I definitely should have done the. The Light Barrier statue. But then again, even if I did the Light Barrier statue, he could have just crashed. Oh, he has Imperm anyway. I mean, it didn't really matter because he had Imperm regardless. So there's two reasons it doesn't matter. If I did Light Barrier statue, you could just crashed it. If I did this, he had the Imperm anyway. So regardless, this guy kind of had the out no matter what. And I can't really beat that. I could have, I guess, sat on the Condemned Witch with the Moon Mirror Shield on it, but honestly, that wasn't gonna last because we're playing against ice barriers, and all they would have to do is make Trishula and then banish our monster, and we would have just lost everything anyway. So it doesn't really make a difference what we really do here, because Trishula doesn't even target anyway. All right, he's gonna summon Lancia. Yeah, realistically, I think this is pretty much wrapped up. Like I said, this is pretty much wrapped up. Or we're gonna draw a Moon Mirror Shield, and there's not much I can do about that. Yeah, we just scoop. There's nothing that really can be done at this point. Okay, so we just lost a coin flip. We're going second. Look at this hand. Very interesting. Double horns, Forbidden Droplets. I don't know how this will go, being that we're playing against Runick. But we shall see. It all depends on which version of Runick. Runick is, it's all over the place. Wow, Royal Rare. No, Runick's all over the place. There's lots of different versions that you could potentially play. It doesn't have to be just Runick. I guess this is just Runick, but you know, there are different versions of this deck out there. 2 Forbidden Droplets, 1 Condemned Witch. Condemned Witch searches the Forbidden Droplets. So honestly, in this case, if he's playing pure Runick, I honestly think that tagging out into the monster or this dude right here or a Paragon might be really good if they don't have a normal summon, but we will find out. So we'll run out over this Hugin here free of charge. We'll run over her. She does, 0 defense, kind of irrelevant, so we'll run over her. There is a way to play against Runick technically, which is to not do anything. But again, I don't know if this is pure Runick or not. This could be Runick plus other stuff. I'm probably not going to set these because, again, I don't even want to give them cards to trigger. Yeah, I don't even want to give them cards to trigger right now. I might as well. I might as well set these. I might as well set them. It doesn't matter if I give them cards to trigger. Like, yeah, they mill off the top of my deck. But this is, like, not a specific card that we need. This is not like there's a specific card that we need to draw here. They're going to target this. Special summon one Runick monster. Not much I could do about that. None of my cards are active yet. So they're going to probably give themselves another Hugin or the little fat little kid. Nope. Hugin. I was talking about the other guy. He's going to do this again. This is the crazy effect right here. The shuffle back 3. I got that much I can do about it in this case. This deck doesn't have a lot to deal with things that are already active. It's a counter fairy deck, so it's a counter trap deck. So your opponent has to activate things for me to do something about them. But if I'm going second, there's a few issues there. Okay, they're going to summon the Golden Sword Soul, which is mad random, but I'll take it. I don't know why that's being summoned right now. That's actually very unexpected. I have no idea why that was just summoned. Him summoning this Golden Sword Soul card actually gives me a little bit of hope because this is a tuner, so he might actually do something with it, which means Black Horn of Heaven might actually become useful, and it will become useful. That's great. So now I'm going to Black Horn of Heaven on this right here. That's good. That'll be negated and destroyed. Awesome. And now Condemned Witch is still live. It's still live to do things. He's already wasted his normal summon, which is nice. I'm going to activate Bestial Magnamut. I am definitely going to respond to this Bestial Magnamut with my Condemned Witch. He could have Call By. If he has it, he has it. There's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, we're going to Condemn the Witch. Probably, we can make Aura Paragon. If I summon Aura Paragon, he can't special summon anything at all. And that includes off of the Runick cards, so I'm probably just going to go with that one. That'll just leave Bestial Magnamut there. And that'll still get banished. I didn't even know that still got banished. I thought I got banished for effect. I didn't know that would happen like that. Okay, so they're going to use the Runick Freezing Curses. They're going to negate my monster, which is fine actually. Because if they normal summon, my monster doesn't pop itself, which is kind of cool. They're going to activate the other Runick card to banish equal to the amount of cards we control, so they're banishing 3 more. Again, what we banish doesn't actually matter. We don't have a lot of one-ofs in this deck. We've got Bestial Baldrake getting summoned. Yep. This we can actually negate too if we use Horn of Heaven. Actually, no, we can't. We can't. That's a effect summon. This protects him from getting destroyed by battle. That actually kind of sucks, because that means that my Forbidden Droplets isn't quite as good. Yeah, this is not looking very good for us at all. This is not looking very hopeful. I'm going to draw some more cards. Yeah, Branded Regained. That's going to be, now they're going to be drawing even more. This is looking kind of scary, honestly. I'm going to go to end phase. Oh yeah, they can't attack, which is, I guess, pretty nice. It's nice that they can't attack. Magic Drain against Runick, pretty good. But again, this is when your opponent activates a spell card. I guess it's not that good, because they will always have spell cards in hand to discard. We'll summon this out. Just kind of have a bot. Oh, that was dumb. That was really dumb. You know what? That was really dumb. I completely forgot about that. That was really dumb. Sometimes I really do forget this card's effect. Like, I really actually do. It's such a specific effect. Fuck. I mean, it's not like it matters that much, but I mean, now he can summon, like, from hand his Magnamut and stuff like that. I'm trying to think if there was, like, a route, really, for me to win anyway. Okay, well, I guess we might as well activate this now. I think his monster can't be destroyed by battle once. The next time it would be anyway. We might as well do this now. Try to get something out of this. Forbidden droplets on this monster. Yeah, that was really dumb on my part. I don't know why it slipped my mind that Aura Paragon has that effect. I mean, realistically, he could have just... He can recycle his Runick cards, so it's not really that big of a deal anyway, and I couldn't really out his monster immediately. Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and leave after that. That sucks. That sucks. That was a terrible misplay. I forgot about that card. Stupid restriction for a second. Alright, so we just... lost this coin flip. Our opponent made us go first. The hand's okay. We have Time Tearing. We have the Gravekeeper's Commandant. Well, that was dumb. That was really dumb. I forgot this effect had a downside. Yeah, that was really dumb. You cannot activate monster effects in the hand for the rest of this duel. Well, it is what it is. What can I do? Sometimes you just forget about things. It happens. What can you do? Bagooska Pass it is. We go Bagooska Pass. Obviously, it would have been better to have Necro Valley than probably Bagooska Pass, but I guess I'll take it. I guess we'll just do this, and we'll just pass on this. Yeah, and at least we're getting 2 cards per draw phase, so Bagooska plus Time Tearing is, I guess, pretty decent. I guess it's pretty decent. Okay, so we also probably should have Moon Mirror Shield the Bagooska too. We should have done that. What is this thing? Guardian Mantis. Pay 1,000, special summon this card. And then it locks you into insects. And then they're going to activate Dragon's Ravine shortly after that. Yes, I forget the Dragon Insect. Double Iris. Is this guy a Masochist? What's going on here? This is bad even for a Masochist deck. Abyss Soldier. What a disaster. This has to be a Masochist. Got Double Iris, Abyss Soldier, Guard Mantis, Dragon's Ravine, End Phase. That's about right. That's about right. We're going to head to the end phase. We get to draw 2 cards every single time. We will resolve this effect. I think we will just put our monster into attack mode. I think that would be the smartest thing to do. Why not? We'll put it in attack mode. Honestly, looking back, Bagooska play maybe wasn't even the worst effect. It wasn't even the worst play ever. So now we'll activate this Condemned Witch, Search. It is kind of crazy. The double normal summon is kind of game breaking for a lot of our different decks. Because it's like the draw to every single draw phase is really good, but the double normal summon is actually... We've been talking about double summon and how good it would be for a lot of different decks. We've been talking about that for a really long time. But that's crazy. This thing was 2400 defense. I didn't even realize that, and he just switched it to attack mode. Thank God. I actually... Well, I do have the out because I have Moon Mirror Shield, but that's a lot. No, that's a lot. I didn't expect that. I guess we can save the Moon Mirror Shield just in case, on the off chance he summons something enormous. We'll save it for that. I think we're good to go for this other stuff. So we'll just attack over what he's got. Yeah, I think generally it's better to save that. Attack over this. Yep. And now we'll just Condemn the Witch. And I think... next turn we have the potential to wrap this up. We'll main phase 2 and we'll just end because again this is kind of a hard once per turn. So there's no point to ever set 2 of them. You can't use 2 of them so just go to waste if they Harpies Feather Astros. Galaxy Wizard. Okay, that's a normal summon. I'm going to go ahead and activate Condemned Witch before this goes somewhere bad. I'm going to activate Condemned Witch. Hopefully we get something good. Draco Utopian Aura on my Condemned Witch is a little dramatic. And then we get to activate... Oh, it's a counter trap! We gain 1,000 life points. Look at that. If only we had Bountiful Artemis. They're going to go to battle phase. They're going to attack into our... Do they have Honest or something? Well, Honest would be... I don't even know what to say. Oh, there's a bot. I'm over here taking this seriously. I really was. I was like taking this seriously. I was like, is it a mask? It's a bot. Usually the bots aren't this crazy. Broken Line. Goes in match. No, this card... Opening this card is kind of bananas. Like, this card is like really actually kind of crazy. The Time Tearing... Because it is a win more card, but like if you think about it, it's just kind of... It is actually kind of a crazy card. It is a win more card, but considering like what it actually accomplishes, it's actually kind of nuts. We could go into one of these. Does he have any light monsters? I mean, I guess we could summon back Galaxy Wizard, because realistically this is gone next turn, next standby phase. It's getting destroyed. So I guess we could make a link and pop something, because like I said, we're losing this no matter what. Anyway, we're losing this monster. I won't have anything to detach. It'll be destroyed. So we might just pop the field spell maybe, although the field spell hasn't been relevant. Actually, I'll just leave it. I don't need to do all that. I don't need to do all that. You know what? Just because I'm playing against a bot, I'll do some dailies. I'll do my dailies, and I'll do some stupid stuff here. Only because I'm doing my dailies. Actually, Lila's not even a bad card to go into in this situation, because she does actually float when she's destroyed. So we'll activate Lila, get this Galaxy Wizard out of his graveyard, summon it down here. And I guess that's not... Excuse me? What can I search? I have a Galaxy Eyes card in my deck? What am I playing? I kind of want to activate this to find out what the hell I have. What Galaxy Eyes card am I playing? Can this be activated? Oh, it can make, it can increase the level, by 4, so I can make this level 8. Okay. For a second there, I was like, am I playing a Galaxy Eyes card? No, that was actually kind of, that was disturbing. That would have been crazy, actually, if we summoned that in our other deck. If we summoned that in our usual rank 4 deck, we could have searched, like, any of our Galaxy monsters from the main deck. Which, do we have any? I think they're all Photons anyway. Actually, Galaxy, not Wizard, Galaxy, the one that shuffles, we could have searched that. Okay, so our opponent's got Cyber Dark Claw. I don't know what's... Like, again, this is a bot, so they're just kind of doing dumb stuff here, but it is kind of... This would be kind of an interesting Masochist deck. Some of these cards are generically good. This is a generically good card. So are some of these other ones. Yeah, this is generically good. Actually, you know what? Let me just win real quick. Enough talking. We'll just send this to graveyard. Cut this attack real quick and just win. But yeah, this is kind of an interesting deck. The Utopian Aura is really cool. Dragons are being kind of cool. That guard guy that's an insect is actually pretty cool. It's a free summon. That's 2400 defense. Like, some cool cards in that deck randomly. Alright, so hopefully we get something good. Like I said, today the packs have been pretty decent overall, so we definitely want to continue that. We have been pulling some decent stuff, like, it just depends, very meta relevant or meta dependent. Fabled, Speedroid, Golden Gearbox. What in the world is this? Okay, so when it's destroyed by battle, you can summon it back. It's not terrible. Why is it a hard once per turn? This is such a... I guess I know why it's a hard once per turn, because then it would just come back 3 million times. Okay, I get why it's a hard once per turn. Backup Operator, Yosenju, and Planet Pollutant Virus is an alien card that is really slow. I have no idea why this is a super rare. I have no idea. Like, does this archetype have any ultra rares? It's got to. Yeah, I clicked on both of them. These are both commons in real life, which is kind of funny because they're ultras here. I think the rest... Oh, they've also got this ultra rare. Yes, there's a lot of old archetypes like this that are just like really, really bad. And it's shocking to me when they have any And they have any hollows whatsoever, but I guess it kind of makes sense. Alright, we won the coin flip. We got Necro Valley and Commandant, which is a little unfortunate, but it is what it is. We'll activate the Necro Valley first. Summon Condemned Witch. Yeah, we'll see. We'll try to get an effect out of this. Condemned Witch. We also have 2 counter traps, which is kind of nice, but we don't have the extra like body on board. But that's fine actually that we don't have the extra body on board for the Horn of Heaven, because I can always use droplets. Set this down the middle because no one ever sees it coming. Set this. This is like our emergency button, emergency eject button, and then we'll set this and we just pass, and hopefully that's good enough. Like I said, we do have a floodgate. The horns aren't that good. Black Horn is definitely a lot better because it has no cost. This has a cost. See, I could just negate this, but I'm not going to. But because I'd be giving up a lot. He's gonna normal summon this. I'm gonna wait for him to commit to something to use the Stellar. Okay, he's gonna activate the Stellar. Discard. I'm going to go ahead and trigger the Condemned Witch. He already normal summoned. So now I'm going to trigger the Condemned Witch. They're going to maxi me. I mean, they're gonna enjoy that one draw, I guess, but they're going to maxi me. Necro Valley's very good against this deck, which is nice. I can't summon Light Barrier Statue because pretty much, realistically speaking, it doesn't really matter because this archetype is light. So, Light Barrier Statue doesn't do much in this matchup, so I think it's pretty much guaranteed we have to go with Aura Paragon. We'll summon this out. And that's pretty much the last summon we'll be doing this turn, which is good. But we'll go Aura Paragon. He can't set that because of Necro Valley. It's pointless. Yep, it's already negated. Aura Paragon prevents all special summons, but it is a little bit too easy to out sometimes. Aura Paragons, they're going to scoop. See, it's crazy how easy this card is to out, but if your opponent doesn't realize how easy it is to out, you can get some free cheap wins sometimes. Okay, this is what our opponent was playing. They were playing the Azamina White Forest deck. A really good deck overall. I can't believe they pulled both of the little girls at Royal Rare, and they pulled 2 of these. I guess they're not even pulling at this point. They're crafting to get these. 2 of these at Royal Rare. Generally, I mean, it doesn't. I don't really see the point of getting 2 of the same Royal Rare. You'd go for others. Yeah, this guy really is into this deck because he has Royals of 5 different cards in this archetype, which is kind of crazy. And this is what the other guy was playing. This was just the bot. I was just kind of this bot looks like a masochist deck. Like they've got decent, good cards. Like this we would love to pull Draco Utopian Aura. This is like a generically amazing card we'd love to pull. Skullmeister is like a hand trap with a body, which is kind of nice. There's some cool ones here. Alright, let's open up a master pack. Hopefully we get something good. We get, I mean, it's glowing, which is positive. It's positive. It's glowing. Hopefully we get something cool out of here. Super Heavy Samurai, Neo Space Pathfinder, Junk Defender, Maiden can't use that. Blackout Curtain, a second copy. I don't think we're even using Blackout Curtain in this deck, but this isn't bad. It protects from destruction once. Gorum, Patroid, and Code Talker. We got faked out. There was no hollow. Alright, so it's a pretty decent hand. We've got, it's a pretty good hand overall. We've got Judgment and Condemned Witch, which is pretty good. They've got a really cool field center and a mate for the mate base. They've got a cool mate base. I think they've got Lightsworn cosmetics. They've got Ecclesia up here. Have Ecclesia here. They might be playing a light deck, so I might just go for the Condemned Witch route rather than the very safe Barrier Statue route. I might go with this. If they are playing Lightsworns, I can kind of play around that. Again, I don't know what they're playing, but I guess we'll go with this route. And we'll just set, and pass. We draw Forbidden Droplets a lot in this deck, which is, you don't want to draw it because you want to search it. But we actually do draw it. You know, it varies day by day. Like some days, it's weird. This is the Master Duel Shuffler. Some days you'll just draw the same hand basically over and over and over. And other days you just won't see certain cards. Like we keep seeing Horn of Heaven, but we still have never actually opened a copy of Harvest Angel of Doom. We've never opened this card. Oof, that sucks. I'm going to go ahead and judgment that. I can't deal with that. This card's really, really good. I'm going to go ahead and judgment this. Yep, I'm not gonna stand for this. This card's gone. I'm not gonna deal with this, and then right after this, I'm gonna activate this Condemned Witch. Yep, Condemned Witch. We're gonna tag it out into something here. I don't know what yet. Probably Aura Paragon. Or if not Aura Paragon, I want to go Aura Paragon, but the problem, yeah, I have to, because if they've got a unicorn, I don't want them to just drop it on the field, because then I lose. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this. The problem with this is that I can't summon the barrier statue now, which sucks for me. And usually this deck does not play a lot of normal summons, which is good for us. Draw Moon Mirror Shield. I think what we do here is we allow this to get popped, and then we just Moon Mirror Shield and Barrier Statue, Moon Mirror Shield. I think that's the right play there. Or we could just attack with this, set this face down, and then hope that Forbidden Droplets is enough. But I actually don't think that's as smart of a play. I think we definitely go to battle phase first. We're going to Kashtira Preparations. Okay, that's fine. And they're also going to Soul Levy. Okay, so this mills our deck. And this is just kind of like a good card that allows him to continue to main phase. No, I'm going to go ahead and enter the battle phase. I actually appreciate that he revealed what he was playing, pretty much what cards he has. Because now I don't have to worry about, like, maybe that's an imperm. This middle card might be an imperm. But, like, this, I don't have to worry about being an imperm. Well, main phase 2. Again, we got to kind of play this smart. We got to just hope he doesn't have... So I either set this and hold this, or I normal summon this, allow this to blow up, and Moon Mirror Shield onto the barrier statue. So let me just confirm some things about Kashtira. What main deck light monsters do they have? The only normal summon that I know they've got is this. So they would have to open this for us to be in trouble. In terms of extra deck monsters, they've got no light monsters. This deck has no light monsters. So I actually think the play is to summon this, allow this to blow up, Moon Mirror Shield, and then we're a little bit more safe than if they draw the Rise Heart, then we're cooked. So I think we do this. So we'll normal summon this. Our monster blows up, ideally. Yep, that monster blows up. We Moon Mirror Shield. Just in case this is an imperm, we Moon Mirror Shield onto this. And I think we just pass on what we've got here. I think that's probably a better play. You gotta make some like split decisions with this deck, but it's so weird. You really do make this, like, Aura Paragon is such an oddly bad / good card. It's so good, but it's so bad. They're gonna Kashtira Birth. That's fine. Actually, that's not fine. That gives him a normal summon of a big ass Kashtira monster. That's really not good. But that's fine. I guess we made the right decision. That lets him normal summon like Unicorn if he wants to, which is obviously a problem. But even if he summons Unicorn, he can't special summon back from graveyard. That's the good thing. But he can normal summon the big Kashtira monsters, which that's actually scary. But the good thing is that the Fenrir is essentially stranded in the graveyard, which is nice because he can't have access to it. Okay, they're gonna go straight to the end phase. Good. You love to see that. Grand Horn of Heaven. The good thing right now with our current situation is that we can get rid of spots if we need to because we have Forbidden Droplets. So I have no issue with just setting this face down. So I'll just set it. Even though they can't special summon, technically, we have no problem with them special summoning. We do kind of want monsters. This deck is kind of weird where it's like you want to open monsters, but you don't want to open monsters. It is crazy how we've always opened Horn of the Unicorn, Horn of Heaven. And it's like a card that we are very on the fence about. But we never open the search monster for it. But we always open it. Which is kind of frustrating because as good of a card as it is really much better when you have the Harvester Angel of Doom. That's when it's at its best. That is a level 7. That's crazy, actually. That is a level 7. Damn, Forbidden Drop. But it's fine, though, because we have Moon Mirror Shield attached anyway. So you can summon this, but we're still getting over it, so it doesn't matter. So that's not really a concern. The concern is stuff like Unicorn, and obviously. Unicorn is like our adversary. It's been the rival of this challenge. Like, if we're Ash Ketchum, Cashier Unicorn is Yugioh. Every single time, we always run into that card. It's always annoying. Sometimes we beat it. Most of the time, it's a tough situation. So he's going to summon that. Magic Drain. That's not bad. Again, it's not bad. It's just right now, we really don't need it. We really don't need it. But it's not. I really just right now, I need monsters. I need to draw one of our many monsters. The quarter of our deck is monsters. We just need to draw one of them. We've been pretty long into this duel. I'm going to go ahead and set the Magic Drain because, like I said before, it doesn't truly right now matter. Okay, they're going to set pass. Cool. That's fine. Again, monster. We need a monster. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. We have a monster. Usually I would scale this, but there's no point to scale it now. And it also has a good effect where if it's destroyed, it gets to search more counter traps. So we'll take it. So now we get to apply a lot more pressure to this game, and we get to attack a lot for a lot more damage, which is nice. We always have our +1, so we can attack over big monsters and then do 17 every single time. And what's also cool is I now have a card to tribute for this. I have Dispel, Negate potentially, Horn of Heaven. I now have, this card is now live, which is nice. It's really nice, actually. He's going to Imperm. I don't have a response to this of any kind. I don't have anything to this, but the cool thing is we have the horns back here. We have all three, we pulled all three horns in this challenge. I'm going to go ahead and 100% Horn of Heaven, Grand Horn of the Grand Horn of Heaven this, or do I Horn of Heaven this? I think we Grand Horn of Heaven this. Yeah, I think we get, this card's like one of those cards that's just kind of annoying. So if I activate this, he can just Cashier a Birth. But I guess we do this now to get him out of the, not the battle phase, whatever it's called, to get him out of this phase, and this will throw him into the battle phase, so now he won't be able to attack over the barrier statue. We can prevent that at least. So battle phase, he's stuck in the battle phase. If he draws a spell, we can use this. Oh, I forgot about the Cashier preparations. I guess I should have remembered it. I should have remembered it. Actually, the good thing is here, he has another one in hand. Well, it's Cashier. Again, this is our adversary. That's expected. This is like Yugioh sending out Blastoise. We still have Moon Mirror Shield, so that doesn't really matter. Our extra deck never actually oh, wait. I just realized this column was in the Moon Mirror Shield. I mean, it's not like I can do anything about it anyway. Yeah, but the extra deck banish doesn't really matter. Yeah, he's going to banish Pagu. I couldn't really. I mean, I wasn't going to make that anyway. Unfortunately, we lose this monster and the Moon Mirror Shield. That's fine. I mean, what can I really do? Yeah, I can have his attack, but half is still more than 1,000 anyway. If this is negated, so it doesn't matter, and he just attacks over our monster. The question is, do we put this at the top of our deck? I think we do. That way we can put it onto the guiding Ariadne. Main phase. I can activate to add a spell. I mean, they've already got the important spell. Actually, they can get the Theosis or whatever. Never mind. Yep, there it is. I'm going to add that. I'm going to activate the Birth. Damn, that went south quickly. I'm going to summon Fenrir. Add a Cashier monster. Oh man, yeah, that went south quickly. Yep, they're gonna activate this to special. Gonna make a rank 7, which is the Shangri-Ira. I kind of want to do this, but I mean, honestly, we kind of lose this one no matter what. Again, this Grand Horn of Heaven is supposed to be a card that we really don't draw, but we kind of draw. I kind of want to cut it, but again, I like... This is supposed... Grand Horn of Heaven is supposed to be... A regular Horn of Heaven is supposed to be a 1 of. And this right here is supposed to be our 3 of. But we only pulled one of this. We only pulled one of this. It just so happens that we can't really... we've been kind of unlucky with this ratio right now. We keep drawing this, and we're really not supposed to be. Because the whole point is to tribute the Harvest Angel with the Grand Horn. And then you basically get 2 negates out of it, which is nice. But in this case, we're in a little bit of a messed up situation. I can negate this right now But the problem is, even if I negate this summon, he can make... I mean, I guess I just activate this. Our other big misplay is that we put that Moon Mirror Shield at the top of the deck, because now I'm drawing that no matter what. You can activate... Okay, yeah, I think this duel's pretty much over. There's nothing... I mean, I can get rid of this to negate this to prevent a Rise Heart. I guess I do that. Yeah, why not? We send this to graveyard. We want to prevent a Rise Heart, so we'll prevent this card from being used. I really wish I did not put that Moon Mirror Shield at the top of the deck, but I did think that it would be useful. I didn't expect him to have the rest of these cards. Banish 3 cards from our graveyard. Our graveyard doesn't recur other than Moon Mirror Shield, so it doesn't really matter what he banishes, because we don't have any recursion anyway. Other than that card that stacks fairies and counter traps on top of our deck. But that effect is such a win more effect that we never have ever used it. Okay, they're going to activate this effect. I guess this does banish still, even though they're going to be able to banish for cost. Scareclaw, Kashtira. It doesn't go to level 7. Yeah, realistically, I have 2,000 life points. I don't even know why I'm here. I can't win. I'm going to draw Moon Mirror Shield for turn. I just lose this duel. There's nothing I can do. Alright. We lost the coin flip. The hand's pretty good, but we did lose the coin flip. We draw the sickest hands when we lose the coin flip, man. This is a really good hand. This is a really, really, really good hand. I've been dying to use this pulling the rug, but this is a deck that just relies very, very heavily on going second. And it kind of makes it less good, obviously, if we have to go second. I mean, it relies very much on going first. What in the world is this? Gains 1,000 for each monster effect. Each time your opponent activates a monster effect, this gains 1,000. Okay, this is actually not bad, I guess. Sprite Blue. They're playing sprites with Never Ending Nightmare. They're always playing some weird shit with sprites. Okay. Interesting. Sprite Jet. I'm going to search the card that typically they don't search. Gamma Burst. Yeah, going second with this deck is really rough, because like once they establish, because it's not usually rough. Like counter traps have plays, like counter fairies has plays going second usually, but the counter traps that we have aren't really related to that. So the counter traps that you want are like the Utopian Draco Aura card that we played against earlier. You want things like Broken Line. You want things like Solemn Strike, because you can use that going second. You want things like there's the new one with Tiamaton on it. There's a new counter trap with Tiamaton on it that will like negate, destroy, and pop a column. So you want those counter traps for going second. Counter traps can be good going second because your opponent can't respond. So even if, like, let's say we went second, we summon this, set 5 pass. Our opponent goes to their turn. When they're activating the sprite effects, we could like strike this and do this and do this. The problem is when you have stuff like this, like Mistake, is pointless once your opponent has already searched 10 times. This is pointless once your opponent has already normal summoned and gone full combo. This is less pointless than some of these other ones, but it has to be the only card set, so it kind of has to be the last counter trap that you activate. It can be good, but it just has to be the last card that you activate. So that's kind of, we have a little bit of an issue with our particular version of counter fairies, because we're just missing some of the really good cards. Like just generally the ones I talked about, like we are missing those cards, so it creates, what kind of board is this? What kind of board is this? They didn't even put the other one in the graveyard. What am I looking at here? Okay. Okay, I was gonna go with Condemned Witch, but I don't even know, man. I don't even know what to do here. I was gonna go Condemned Witch, but Condemned Witch, you summon Light Barrier Statue, and then they just run over it with what they have on board. Unfortunately, I don't think that's enough. They can activate the summon this. I don't know what that really helps. Moon Mirror, I definitely do not. I hope they don't negate it, but they of course could. Again, Condemn Witch I don't think was really helpful in this situation. I can't really go into anything crazy. I guess we go Moon Mirror here. We just attach to this, and hopefully he lets this resolve. Hopefully he doesn't realize that he needs to tribute this. To negate and destroy, you need to tribute this. If he tributes that, yep. They messed up big time, because that did not negate. It just negates the card, but it stays. Yeah, it's a continuous card, so it just stays there forever. Big mistake, man. So that got destroyed. I guess we should go to battle phase. Good thing we knew that. Good thing we knew that. What am I more afraid of? Sprite Carrot or this? I guess this is like a combo starter, so that's fine. We have 2 counter traps, so I think we could just attack. What in the world is this? There's no way. Oh man, that sucks. Is that till the end of the turn or forever? That's absolutely insane. Is that forever? That really sucks. Oh man, you know what the worst part of that is? When we activate Solemn Scolding. Yeah, when we activate Solemn Scolding, they are actually going to be the ones that draw when we activate Solemn Scolding. That actually really sucks. That sucks. Nothing I can do, but that sucks. We lost Bountiful Artemis attached to a Moon Mirror shield. They're using our strategy against this. It sucks. And at no cost to them either. At no cost to them. Yeah, really. I don't even know. Honestly, I have no idea how to even get over that. I do know how to get over that. We just summon Condemn Witch, search Forbidden Droplets, send the Moon Mirror Shield to the graveyard. That's what we do. That's how we get rid of that. But this is pretty scary. This is pretty scary to stare down. They're going to, again, activate the Sprite, which is stupid because, well, this time they can actually negate and destroy since they tributed that. I guess we could actually Solemn Scolding this, which would destroy this monster. But then he gets to draw off of my Bountiful Artemis, which I think we'll leave this. I think we'll leave this. And we'll wait for him to, like, maybe, like, link these two away or something. Yeah, so that gets destroyed. I guess we could have saved our mistake too. But hopefully they like link summon or something and then I can Solemn Scolding that. I'm going to activate to add a live twin. I'm not going to stop that. Maybe I should have popped this. Maybe I should have popped this. Because he would have gotten an extra draw. Yeah, I should have saved that mistake now that I think about it. Now we can add the live twin cards. Maybe I should have done that. Yeah, they're going to summon Leela. Yep, they're going to link away my monsters to make the Leela. I think this is the card that we're going to go ahead and Solemn Scolding. We get this off the board. That prevents them to get to the other ones. I think that's the correct card. Moon Mirror. This is another, like, Moon Mirror is always so odd. I guess we'll put it at the bottom. It's just one of those cards, like, you never know if it's going to be good or bad. Because, like, so much can change in one turn. Condemned Witch is really bad with Moon Mirror Shield, but the monsters she can summon are really good with Moon Mirror Shield. So it's like a very odd situation where, technically speaking, she's, like, really, really not good with Moon Mirror Shield. Because you summon her and then you tag her out. He's going to set 2 pass. Guiding Ariadne. I think that card is fine. I think we just summon this out. Activate this effect. Search for free. I think we just leave this in hand as a follow-up. Forbidden Droplets on my card that searches Forbidden Droplets. It's preventing me from getting Forbidden Droplets with Forbidden Droplets. I'll take it. I will take it. That's fine. That is a trade that I will take. No, that's insane. No, that's insane. We definitely set this, that's without a doubt. This card is a good question. I don't think I need to with this particular lineup of cards. I think I'll just save it for a body next turn. And then we'll see what we can do here. I don't know what our opponent has. Hopefully nothing good. I don't think they have anything on normal summon that activates. Actually, these guys activate on normal summon. So that would be nice. But they have to control no other cards in order to use that effect anyway. We'll see what we can do. They're going to normal summon this. I think from here, we want them to not summon anything. So we will go ahead and activate this. I think we go ahead and summon. This is not bad, but again, the thing is they could just crash. But if they crash, it's actually not terrible for us if they crash, because there's not like a live twin link 1. So they're forced to change this to attack mode and attack us. Are there light monsters in either of these archetypes? Before I commit to anything, yeah, there are. Oof, it's a good thing I didn't do that. This was a light monster, then they cry. Yeah, that's a good thing I didn't do that. So we go ahead and go with the Aura Paragon. We almost did a little misplay there, because they do have light monsters. So they would have gone into the red one, attacked over our monster, and then main phase 2 activated to bring back, and then gone full combo, summon the level 4 monster, or perhaps sprites. So it's a good thing we did this. We prevented a lot. Next turn we can attack over stuff, which is nice. They're going to go to attack mode with the carrot. Ugh, this random ass card. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. That sucks. And they're going to attack us for another 5. I'm not going to lie, this Sprite Carrot's been putting in work for a couple turns here. Unfortunately, this is only on normal summon, the pulling the rug. Pulling the rug was a very good counter trap for a very long time. Not in this case. It's just, in this case, it's not very good. So they're going to go into this, be able to pop a card here. Or they're going to be able to summon the other one and then pop a card or draw. This one's the one that lets them draw. Yeah, they can draw. They summon this, draw a card. Things got a little spiraled a little out of control here. Now they summon probably Link 4. Yeah. Not much I could do about this. See, like, pulling the rug would have been good if we had gone first and they had normal summon like this, because it would have just negated it and destroyed it. But it's not good when you're going second, because it doesn't do anything after all of this. This would have been amazing 8 seconds ago. I'll set this just so I can set, perhaps search more counter traps, or like special more counter traps. Alright, they're going to activate this to summon both, to pop a card and draw a card. Definitely sucks for us. Well, the good thing is if they pop the Guiding Ariadne, we get to search. The sad thing is that we're in end phase, so even if we do get the search, we don't get to set it yet. They're going to draw a card, pop a card. Oh, cool. They're popping the Guiding Ariadne. So they pop that, and they're going to draw a card. We're definitely going to activate this. We're going to reveal probably all the ones that pay life points, but you know, a reasonable amount. We'll probably, I mean, these two are probably pretty good against these decks. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Blackhorn generally is pretty good against a lot of decks. It has no cost, which is kind of cool. It just needs to happen, and it has no cost. Like if they link summon, you get to use it. They're gonna get Judgment. Judgment's never bad. You always have half of your life points, so that's good. They're gonna draw an additional card. Like I said, I'm just hoping they summon the Link 4, because then I can just Grand Horn, send them to the battle phase, and then we get another turn at this. Perfect. It looks like that's what's gonna happen. Even better, maybe. No! Oh my god! Well, that's been happening a little too much lately. That's been happening a little too much. That was like the misclick. Oh well. Oh well. What can you do? What can you do? We played well the entire time. What can you do? Okay, so we just won the coin flip. Our hand is pretty damn good. I think we normal summon the barrier statue. We set mistake. For some reason we always draw mistake and scolding together, which is good actually, because it's a continuous card. So we set mistake, scolding. See, scolding's another one that we have like a weird interaction with. You're supposed to play scolding as your last counter trap that you activate, but we're playing barrier statues, which makes scolding kind of not that great, because then they don't special summon, which means we can't use Black Horn of what in the world do we have here? Change Strike. You could get away with that. I'm not going to burn myself. I'm not going to help you. So go ahead. I'm going to mistake. He's going to Change Strike. He's going to Change Strike again. He's going to inflict another 4. That's fine. That is fine. So we get inflicted with 12 followed by 8. Okay, so we lost quite a bit of life points. Unfortunately, like I said, Solemn Scolding might not come up because we have to pay life points. They're going to Soul Absorption or Spell Absorption. So every time a spell is activated, 500 life points. Maybe they should have done that. Okay, now they're going to Chain Energy. Again, am I going to pay 3,000 life points to... Like, what am I doing? Okay, so this is interesting. I don't know exactly what they're doing, but this is not looking very good for us. I'll say that. Being that... Yeah, this is not looking very good for us. We're going to pay 500 to summon a monster. We do have this, which is nice. So if they have like a stupid ass, like a Mirror Force or something, we do have at least one counterplay here. But we'll see what we can do here. This is definitely not looking very good right now. They're gonna just desserts. That's fine. That's fine. So we get burned for another 1,000. If this is a Mirror Force or something, I can pay 1,000 to stop it. But this is we're very like. I think we win against this type of deck more than we lose against this type of deck, because our decks are off rhythm and they're very weird. So these decks are oftentimes made to play against the meta, and we are definitely not the meta. So in a weird twist of fate, a lot of times decks like this actually are really bad against us. So we have another monster. I definitely want to summon this because I want to do as much damage. We have to win now. We can't win later. We have to win now. We do not want to negate that. I keep forgetting about this damn guy. He's such a weird card. He's going to burn me for an extra 3. It's whatever. I mean, I guess we're doing more damage because it's 26 instead of 25. But, like, this guy's such a weird card. I kind of forget about him. He's like no other card that we have. Like, he blows himself up when another monster is summoned. And for some reason, I remember when it's on my field and my opponent's normal summoning, I remember. But sometimes I forget when he's on my field. But I definitely should have set this, because then we could have won next turn. They're going to pay another 500. Okay, that could potentially be the end of the game. I guess we'll have to see. Broken line. I mean, that could be the end of the game. It just depends on what he's got. I'm going to go to battle phase. I'm going to see what happens here. I'm going to swing in. Let's see. Anything? Nope. I guess we won anyway. Okay, fair enough. Like I said, this deck, we're kind of like 50-50 against this kind of a deck. Okay, there we go. So we just ranked up. Cool. Ranking up, it's in gold. It's easy. It's not really much of an accomplishment. Okay, this is what our opponent was playing. They were playing a Chain Strike deck. I mean, I didn't really... Like I said, we're like 50-50 against this deck. Sometimes we lose, sometimes we win. They should definitely be playing Lava Gold. Alright, let's open up another Master Pack. Hopefully we get something cool out of this. It's not glowing, but again, not a problem. Some of our best pulls ever are rares and commons, so it doesn't matter. Stellar Knight, we have another one. This card is Summon, inflict 1,000 to your opponent. That's not terrible, I guess. Inside the archetype, we have probably like 5 copies of this, which is a good card, but you need a lot more to make it good. Ghost Lancer, Elemental Giant, or Giant, Thunder Giant, Abyss Keeper, and the last card is Genix Alley Birdman. It's pretty good with like a lot of different strategies like dangers and stuff. It's also a level 3 tuner. It's not a bad card. Okay, so we were lucky enough to win a coin flip. This Harvester, man, these are competing normal summons. I kind of want to summon the Harvester because the Harvester lets me add Horn of Heaven. I guess we want to do this at the follow-up. We want to do Condemn Witch, If we could do both, honestly, but I think we'll go with Condemn the Witch first. It's not like, the thing is, Condemned Witch and Harvester both can't be used with Moon Mirror Shield. They're just kind of like a little bit odd. But we'll add the Forbidden Droplets. Yeah, we'll add this. Like I said, they're just slightly kind of like odd cards where they both don't work with Moon Mirror Shield. Because ideally you tribute this, and ideally you tag this out, so Moon Mirror Shield doesn't really work too well with either of them. But we'll set this. We'll set this. We'll set this, and I don't think I want to even search. I just want to save this for next time, and I'll just pass on this. This is not terrible here. You can tag out into Light Barrier Statue. This guy's probably playing Blue Eyes, so we probably will be tagging out into something else that isn't Blue Eyes. So we'll see. We'll see which one we tag out into. But our stuff's pretty good here. We have Broken Line to hit this middle if it becomes an issue. Like this, like right now, this is just a straight up free negate for us. That's great. Yep, he's playing Blue Eyes. He's playing True Light. Okay. Without a doubt, I'm going to Broken Line here. Without a doubt, I'm going to Broken Line this. It's just too... I'd be dumb not to. This is one of the best cards in the entire archetype. I also could have... I guess I could have put Bountiful Artemis or something into play, but before I did the end of main phase, yeah, I definitely want to do this to get something. Because they're playing Blue Eyes, Light Barrier Statue is kind of pointless. I actually think that the better card to do is probably Bountiful Artemis. Like I said, it's kind of pointless to even... Yeah, it's pointless to do Light Barrier Statue. I could get the other dude, but there's so many normal summons in the Blue Eyes deck, it'd just be dumb. So I'm not going to do that. Yep, they're going to go to battle phase. I mean, that's where I... Okay. Yep, end phase. Okay, cool, cool. They bricked with Blue Eyes. How they bricked, I don't know. You've got to be kidding me with this card, man. I had to draw it now. I had to draw this card. This card is unbelievable. Like, we've had so much, like... We've been drawing it so much. Like, this isn't a bad card in theory with this Harvester dude. But, like, we always draw it and never get... We've never searched this card. Over 2 episodes, we've never searched it once off a Harvester. We'll just go... Just in case he's got some really weird shit. We'll go and activate Moon Mirror, attach the Bountiful Artemis. And we'll just go straight to the battle phase here. I don't know what these two could be, just in case they're imperms. We'll put this here. Go to the battle phase. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because this is what we would have searched anyway, but obviously I would have liked to draw something else rather than this. But we'll attack with these two, main phase 2. We'll set Horn, because the good thing about counter traps, it doesn't actually matter if these are imperms, because you can't respond to counter traps anyway, so that is kind of a positive there. He's going to normal summon Fualos. I don't know where this is going. Where does normal summon Fualos even go? You can't summon anything too crazy, right? Like, where does this go? Am I worried about this? Do I care? Probably not. I'll probably stop whatever comes out next. Yeah, I don't need to worry about that. Whatever comes out next, that's what I'll worry about. I don't know why you normal summoned Fualos. Yeah, I don't really know what this means. Because he can't... What is he going to summon? Who's he trying to summon? The Exceed monster? But I didn't even summon that many times last turn. Battle phase. This guy's a weirdo. I guess he just goes to end. It's not a bot, because a bot would have attacked this, but it's just a person making very weird plays. More horns. More of these horns. Alright, I guess we just go to battle phase. We'll attack with the Harvester. This Harvester works with the horns, but unfortunately he actually does not work with... Whoa there, Majesty. Okay. Well, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about this. Does he have a Blue Eyes? He has a Blue Eyes in hand. There's nothing I can do. At least one Blue Eyes in hand. There's nothing I can do about this, unfortunately. So, he reveals a Blue Eyes, and that's about it. To destroy him. Okay. Unfortunately, I will only have 100 more attack than this, so I won't do a lot of damage. Nope, no problem. Yeah, we didn't get this effect off of this monster. Oh yeah, because he has more attack than defense, so I did a little bit more. That's fine. We have Grand Horn. We'll just set that there and just pass. Like I said, we have essentially 4 cards that do the same thing here. We have actually 3 cards that do the same thing. One of which I will not be activating, and that one being Horn of Heaven, which we open and not the cards we should be opening. Okay, my opponent's going to set. That's fine. It's not a bot, but this guy's like very thorough about going through all of his phases. It's pretty good. I wish I had an open zone, but I do not. That's fine. I wish this guy would summon something so that I can stop it. It's an Ash Blossom. That's cool. We can still get over it because we have this dude. Yeah, this would actually wrap up the duel, but we just don't have a spot right now. This True Light, I am definitely, if he's using the effect of Special Summon, which I hope he is. Damn it, he is not. Man. I'm trying. I'm really trying, guys. I was hoping he would use the effect of Special Summon, because if he used that effect, I could have Warning and then destroyed it. But he did not use that. And then I could have drawn, and I could have potentially drawn something useful. At least I can Warning that effect right there. I can Warning that monster. He's going to activate this to Special Summon a Blue Eyes. That's exactly what we want, because I think we can Warning that. Never mind, never mind. It's only an activation that can prevent that. Now he's going to use this effect. This I actually can Warning. I am going to Warning this only because he can bring out Jet, and if Jet comes out, he's actually really annoying to deal with because he can kind of break our board of what we have here. So I'm going to go ahead and prevent that because, like I said, Jet is actually reasonably annoying to deal with, and I don't want to have to deal with Jet if I can avoid it. So I'll negate that, draw a free card. Cool, it's another Moon Mirror Shield. Now I don't have to worry about that effect, although I think he can use this fusion effect now. So if he has another dragon, he's going to use this to attach. That's fine. If he goes into Jet, we're actually cool because we have the Grand Horn. It's going to go into not Jet. If he goes into Tyrant, yeah, like right now. If he goes into Tyrant, I can use Grand Horn or Horn, but Horn, unfortunately, I don't have a proper tribute for it, but I get to do this, negate it. He gets to draw a card. I get to draw a card. This is pretty good. Droll. I assure you, I was not going to be drawing any more cards. It's physically impossible. And he's, again, thorough, man. He goes through battle phase every single time. We stopped a lot this time around. He's going to main phase 2 summon this. This is technically full combo. This never hit the board yet. So what I can do, again, to prevent Jet from coming out, is I can Horn of Heaven this. And if I Horn of Heaven this, I have stuff that I can do next turn. I have the exact same thing pretty much next turn, which is this dude plus this plus this. I think it's fine for me to actually do this. Yeah, because this will put Jet in graveyard or Maiden in graveyard, and then Maiden or Jet in graveyard is annoying because, you know, True Light becomes... So I think it's actually smart to Horn of Heaven right now. So we'll do this, Horn of Heaven, that'll be negated, never hit the field, doesn't get to trigger its effect in graveyard. This will activate bottom of the deck for sure. We literally already have it, and that does not trigger. Okay, fine. True Light is still a problem, 100%. I'm not really sure how to get rid of it, how to deal with it. Condemned Witch. Condemned Witch. I don't think Condemned Witch is appropriate right now. Yeah, it's not. So, I think we for sure activate this. I think that goes without saying. So we'll activate this. I think we summon this guy. I think that's another card that's appropriate right now. And activate to Special Summon a Blue Eyes. Again, he doesn't have Maiden. So the Blue Eyes is just a Blue Eyes right now. Yep, he's going to summon Blue Eyes. Again, it's just, at this point, just a Blue Eyes. We're going to summon the Sage dude, our own Sage, and then we will equip it with Moon Mirror Shield, so that's good. This does give him resources every single turn, the True Light. It definitely does, but not much I could do about that. So we'll go Battle Phase, just attack into this, obviously, just Forbidden Droplets. I don't think that makes any difference. Plus, you have to send True Light or Blue Eyes, so I really don't know what was the point of that. Okay, so do we get a replay? Oh, no, he didn't wait till the damage step, so we do get a replay. Attack directly, okay, even better. We get to attack directly, so then we just go to end phase here. Yeah, that was a little goofy. And he has blue eyes every turn if he wants it. So at least that kind of sucks. Is he has blue eyes every turn. At the least, he can put blue eyes into the graveyard every turn. He's going to activate this to set a spell trap. He could set the wishes now. Because he banished it. So he can get it now. Wow. Dogmatica Maximus is mad random. Mad specific. He's going to summon that out. I can actually use Forbidden Droplets on this. I don't know how much Dogmatica this gets him. I don't know how far this gets him, but I could just negate this with Forbidden Droplets. Yeah, send to... What's my extra deck looking like? Do I have stuff worth sending? I do kind of have stuff worth sending. Oh, that might help me get to this. Yeah, I think we do this. I think we do this. But it's a little dangerous because he might be able to get to... No. Because he's going to send the Angel. He's going to send Herald of the Arclight. He's going to send. He's going to send Herald of the Arclight followed by that other card. Yeah, this is bad. I can't let this slide. I have to get rid of this. He's going to send Herald of the Arclight to search... What's his name? Then he's going to discard it, and then he's going to be able to summon Magia, and I can't beat Magia, so I have to do this. I'm going to send the Witch. I have to negate this. I cannot beat Magia. Not with this situation. I have spells, monsters, and trap cards all in the loop right now. Like, I am not going to be able to beat this. I'm straight up not going to be able to beat it. 100%. I can't beat a Magia. This card by itself gets him to Magia. I can't let that slide. I cannot let that slide. Magic Drain is pretty good when you consider that this card is what it is. So let's go to battle phase. That's cool. We can probably negate this wishes now. So we'll attack. We'll attack over this guy. Dogmatica Maximus. Yep, we attack over that. That's pretty much done. Damn, that was a lot of damage because he has some really high defense. We just set this and we can just pass here. This is actually a card that we could probably end up using in this deck. Because it's actually not bad. We have some cool cards to send too. He can send Special Summon Blue Eyes, but that doesn't actually do much unless you have Maiden. If he had Maiden, we'd really be in deep trouble right now. But he didn't get Maiden into circulation, and he's also got playing like a lot of cards. I don't know exactly how many. I should have counted early. Perry Reeves map. I am going to Magic Drain this Perry Reeves map. Because he doesn't have a discard. I just do this. I just do this. Because this would have halved his life points, but I think I just do this. He doesn't have a spell to discard, so it just gets negated. True Light, Wishes just does nothing right now. And we get to gain 1,000. We don't get to pop because we don't have any form of usefulness. He can set another spell trap card. It just depends on how many he plays, how many copies of everything he plays here. He can set maybe Bingo Machine Go. I don't know what else he's really playing. I hope he's not playing multiples of the special summon card. This right here, that would suck for us, but if he is, he is. Burst Stream of Destruction. Yes, sir. I'm definitely going to protect myself. Burst Stream of Destruction. It's just funny. And Blue Eyes can't attack now. Not that he was going to anyway, but it is kind of funny that he had Burst Stream of Destruction. No, I've never seen... It's funny that the field spell searches this for free, but nobody plays it. It's kind of funny that he's actually playing it. This is decent if he gets into the extra deck. So we'll go battle phase. Wipe this out, although he can just summon another one in a moment here. Yep, he's going to be able to set another spell trap card. He's going to set Destined Rivals against our deck. Right now, in this situation, it does nothing, but that card is very good. We set this. You know what would have been insane this duel? You know what would have actually been insane this duel? The card that kind of has caused us some issues. It would have been insane this duel. I can't do anything about this because I just haven't drawn something useful. But no, Aura Paragon would have been insane in this duel because this guy hasn't normal summoned anything outside of... He is playing another copy of that. If you're playing another copy of that, why did you make that? These people are baffling. Yeah, why didn't you go into that earlier if you had another copy of that? He's going to summon another Blue Eyes, not Jet. Thank God. If it was a Jet, we would have been cooked. He also... Yeah, he's going to do that. Normal summon, sure. He's going to add somebody here. Maiden, perhaps, although he's already got True Light. This guy might play 2 True Lights. I don't know. He might add Maiden. Yep. This is where we find out. Does this guy play 2 True Lights? If he goes straight into the Synchro Monster, that's ideal, because then we just Black Horn of Heaven that Synchro Monster. Nope, he's going into the Link. This will give him a double normal summon, so we need to negate this now, because that'll get him the field spell to get him a double normal summon. We don't want that, so we'll just negate that, destroy that. That's good, and then we get to gain another 1,000. I really wish we could be popping stuff right now, but we cannot. We're going to activate this to special summon another Blue Eyes. He put another Blue Eyes into the graveyard, yeah. Going to summon this one in attack mode. Mad Random. Destined Rivals. Negate face-up monsters. This monster effect never did anything anyway. He can negate it. It's the equip spell that did this stuff. He's going to banish. Yep. To attach Spirit Dragon. He's going to go to battle phase. I don't think he realizes this is not this is the work of the equip spell. Not the work of the monster. What he should have made here is he should have made the rank 8, activated the rank 8's effect, negated all of my effects on the field, including this, and this, and then he would have just attacked, and he would have essentially broke my board. That's what he should have made, but I don't know if he knows that he could do that. Now, this True Light is really annoying right now. That's not bad, but this True Light is, like, really a problem right now. I can attack over this for sure, and I'm going to, because I don't want him to be on. I mean, there's nothing I can do. This doesn't actually make a difference whether I attack this or not, because he could just summon anyway. But I guess we just destroy it regardless. He's gone through every Blue Eyes card at this point. He's got Maiden in circulation. Replay. Yes. We'll attack over this. The good thing is we do have Grand Horn of Heaven. That is pretty good. Again, we just keep gaining 1,000. If only we had this spell card that counts as Sanctuary in the Sky. If only we had this on the field, we would have been every one of these counter traps that we gain 1,000, we would have been popping a card. Damn it, that's a great draw. That is a great draw. You can activate, yeah, he's going to be able to special summon and special summon from deck. This is really sad, actually. Because, like, this guy is playing so funny and so stupid. But, like, we just, we're not even, like, drawing bad. That's the sad thing. We didn't even draw bad. We actually are playing it well. We just can't really rely on a floodgate because our opponent is playing. Our opponent is just playing something funny, so we can't really rely on a floodgate. Because I can't, like, the deck is full of normal summons, which outs Aura Paragon. And then on top of that, our Light Barrier statue does nothing because it's a Light Barrier statue, so kind of screwed. I can negate this, which is probably the smart thing to do because it'll end his battle phase. It'll prevent this from, like, doing anything weird because then it can't bounce our cards. I probably do. Actually, it sends him directly to the battle phase, so we negate this. I mean, there's not going to be a better card to negate than this. If we're being totally honest, there's really nothing better. If he attacks, he can bounce the Moon Mirror Shield, which really sucks. But I guess I can protect the monster from destruction. Going to send that. Decisive Battle. I don't think there's a reason not to. We just protect it. We take some damage. Send this. He can still attack with Blue Eyes, but it's not the worst thing in the world. And we attack over this. Sure. Okay, he's going to link these. I mean, synchro these two into Spirit Dragon. And now things are getting tough. Let's see. What are we going to draw that we needed 5 turns ago? Magic Drain does not help any situation right now. I think that's just game. I think that is just game. There's nothing left really for us to do here. I think that's just game. Because he's got game on. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have game on board. He does, because True Light just brings back anything. I might as well activate this. I'm trying to get him to cut to the chase here and just end the duel, because this is definitely 100% game. And Magical Mallet, sorry. You keep whatever's in your hand, man. This guy's playing some stupid shit. Magical Mallet. He went through 2 of them, actually. If he attacks us, we're left on nothing. Yeah, nothing. This True Light. I couldn't get rid of the True Light. Like, it's just, I didn't have an out to it. Because I couldn't draw the right cards. Once that thing came out, I just had nothing for it. I mean, what would have outed that True Light? Okay, he's gonna go into Baron de Fleur. Why not? I might as well negate that. Sure, I'll send this. Baron de Fleur in this deck is like so odd. It's like such a win more card. Now he's gonna just, yeah, he's gonna attack over our stuff. I mean, yeah, I don't know what play I could have really made differently. Maybe I could have let Maximus resolve. That would have been the best play for me to make, but who knows? Alright, time to look at this guy's deck, and what am I looking at? What am I looking at? 2 Wishes, Royal Rare Mirror Force, a Solemn Package. What am I looking? 1 Max C, 53 cards. What the hell is going on here? He doesn't even have any good targets for the Maximus. If I didn't negate this, I would have probably won. What are the chances? Who would have known? Who would have known? That is absurd. It really is. That is absurd. He doesn't even have 1 copy of the Spirit with Eyes of Blue. And then every Synchro monster you could possibly imagine, including and not limited to Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. This is absolutely unbelievable. Every one of these cards that he used came up in that duel, and they're like all one-ofs in a 53 card deck. It's actually crazy. The only thing he plays at 3 is Blue Eyes, Magical, Mallet, and Sage. Oh, and Ash. That's it. And this. He doesn't even play 3 of this. What? How do I lose to these people, man? How do I lose to these people? I really don't know. I really don't even know. He plays 2 of this, but only 1 of this. I mean, only 2 of this. Like, this is so... I wish I had never negated this. I thought he was going to send Natis and Herald of the Arclight from the extra deck, search Chaos Max, discard it, and then fuse for Magia with Ultimate Fusion that he would have searched. I thought that's what he was going to do. He didn't even have any of this stuff. He didn't have any of this stuff. I would have benefited more off of this Dogmatica Maximus than he would have benefited off the Dogmatica Maximus. That really actually sucks. Okay, let's open up some Legacy tickets. We have 12 of them, which is pretty good amount. Reversal Quiz. That is extremely specific. I don't think I'll ever pull that off. Soul Exchange. The White Rabbit. The Outstanding Dog Marin. Funny enough, a dead version of Outstanding Dog Marin. Look at that. Same dog, but now he's dead. What are the chances we get both versions? But I don't think there's anything else. Actually, the Megaliths technically are very low rarity. You just got to pull them out of this massive legacy ticket system. So whether you ever pull them is really... Oh, this dude, the Gladiator Beast. The best Gladiator Beast, actually. This one cheats out all the other ones. Great card. I have multiple. But there's a lot of high rarity cards that aren't him. Even though he's kind of high rarity, there's a lot of other high rarity Gladiator Beasts that you need to play it. La, 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 la.